After you have targeted your ad campaign by location and language, the next step is to determine your bids and budget. Now, by default, this will probably show up as manual CPC, manual cost per click. And over on the right here, we can get an explanation of what this is. It really allows you to set your own maximum cost per click for your ads. So you can say, I only want to pay $1 for a click. You can set that up now. Now, this is a manual bidding strategy because you really set that cost per click yourself. But there are also automated bidding strategies, and I just want to give you a high level overview of these. But ultimately, for this example and for your first campaign, I'd recommend you do manual CPC so you can just really keep the costs low and not let things kind of go out of control. So if we come over to target CPA, we can see this allows you to set the bids to get most conversions. So if you select this option, you won't be saying that I want $1 per click. You will be saying I want to really increase my bids as much as possible to get a cost per acquisition. So if we click into that, in order to really for AdWords to determine that cost per acquisition, they need to be measuring how many ads are resulting in acquisitions. And so to do that, you need to set up conversion tracking. So to use this type of automated bidding strategy, there are a couple of extra setup steps, and that would really require you to put a little piece of code on your website so that AdWords can see which ads are resulting in the most amount of conversions. Now, those conversions could be email signups, they could be even sales on the site. So I won't go into all the details, but I just want to briefly run through these other automated bidding strategies so you have an understanding of what they are. Now, target ROAS, target return on ad spend. So this is a slightly different metric. You're not trying to get that cost per acquisition. You're really trying to get a target return on ad spend. And once again, you would have to set up conversion tracking to really get that done. Next up, we have maximum clicks. So if you just want to get the maximum amount of clicks on your website, well then this is the option that you would select. Next up, we've maximum conversions. So once again, it's just getting the maximum amount of conversions, not even for a targeted cost per acquisition, but just the maximum again. That would require conversion tracking. Moving on down, we have target search page location. So this is, say, for example, if you wanted to appear in a certain position on these search results, then they will automatically bid as much as they need. AdWords will automatically bid as much as they need to get, say, to the first spot. So you can imagine that that can get pretty expensive. So you want to be careful if you're selecting that strategy. Now, target outranking share, quite similar, but it's not that you're just getting to say the top spot, it's that you could be outranking a competitor. So for example, if I wanted to always be outranking Udacity, well then I could select this option and really put in the domain that I want to outrank, and then I'll always be outranking them. Now coming on down, I have enhanced CPC. So again, we need to set up that conversion tracking, and this will just allow you to get it will actually raise your bids for clicks that seem more likely to lead to a sale or conversion on your website. So that is just a brief overview of those automated bidding strategies. You can see there is that extra setup process for conversion tracking for a lot of them. And the dangerous thing, I think, if you're a beginner, is that you will be handing over the bid to Google AdWords for them to determine. So that's why I would recommend you really just stick with manual CPC to get started, so you can really understand and control the costs for your first campaign. Now, budget, I would recommend you keep it pretty small. You can just put it in as €20 per day to get started.